for another 1/6 figure review. Today we're reviewing the Hot Toys Shoretrooper from the Mandalorian series. And this is TMS-031. And as you can see, we have the standard Hot Toys box for the Star Wars releases with the relevant information on the back of the box and the Star Wars banner around the side and front of the box with some lovely images of the actual figure, as well as there is a lovely portrait on the main front of the box of the Mandalorian Shoretrooper figure, which is nice because then it kind of gets you a look of what you're actually receiving in hand. It has the standard Star Wars on the front of the box embossed in silver, and all the Disney logos around the bottom and on the back. So with no more delay, let's open up the box and see what we get. And as we've opened up the box, first thing you see is the Hot Toys display slip, and they have done a great job of this. It's a really good photograph. A lovely bit of Photoshop. Really gives you an idea of figure inside the Mandalorian series. And here we are with the plastic cover removed, so we can see the figure sitting in the clamshell. And as you can see, you get 4 extra hands, some extra wrist pegs by the looks of it, the blaster, the figure, which first looks, it does look a outstanding figure. A great release from Hot Toys, and this is, I think, the second Shoretrooper from the Mandalorian series. There is also another one, which is a higher ranking officer. But yeah, the yellow really pops on it. So let's take all the accessories out and lay them out in the light box so we can take a closer look. And here are all the accessories laid out in the light box. So let's have a closer look. We'll start with the stand. Your normal Hot Toys stand for a Star Wars release, although I do like the fact it's got a metal nameplate with a Shoretrooper on it. Very much like a Death Star look top on the base. I've noticed with some of these releases you get like an extra bit of card to go over the top of this, which gives you a kind of another scene, but this one is all you get, unfortunately. But still, it's a nice stand. It does what it's meant to do. And it comes with a sturdy crotch grabber, which all Hot Toys kind of seem to come with now as their kind of go-to bit on the stand, unless it's a dynamic flight pose figure. Next we'll have a look at the blaster. And Hot Toys have done a really good job of this. There's some lovely detail and weathering on it. Love this little red bit of detail in here, trigger. Comes with a strap. Very much similar though to the original Shoretrooper, which kind of holds a ridiculous amount of money for a Hot Toys figure. But you know, maybe these will be the same and do the same and hold the same amount of retail value. It really is a nice gun. And as you can see, you do get an extra set of wrist pegs. And we'll take a look at the hands. A nice little trigger hand with this one. You get a trigger hand on either side, as well as I think they're relaxed hands already on the figure. And then some lovely clenched fisted hands. Some lovely weathering on the back guard on the back of the hand. Other than that though, not really piles and piles of detail. A bit on the underside of the glove, but other than that, do love the back plate though. It Done really well. So that's all the accessories you get, and without further ado, let's get the figure out on the turntable and in the light box. And here we have the Hot Toys Shoretrooper out of the box and on the turntable. And first impressions, yeah, this is a great looking figure by Hot Toys. Love the detail of the red armour midway down the arm, the white stripe that's on the opposite side on the shoulder pad, the ammo pack that's on the front of the figure. Just some lovely touches, and it is just such a different looking Stormtrooper. It does really make it different and will stand out in your collection, especially maybe if you've got more than one standing side by side. Love the boots he's got on, almost look like Chelsea boots. Love the brown trousers that won't hinder articulation, which is really good for obviously action poses. Love the detailing on the armour, got some really nice weathering. Hot Toys have done a stand-up job at this one. And obviously the question that everyone seems to be asking is, are these two releases, the two Shoretrooper releases, gonna be as collectible as the Rogue One Shoretrooper? I don't see why not. You know, do I think it's gonna diminish the price of the original Shoretrooper? No. Anybody who wants that Shoretrooper will go and pay money for it. I would suggest don't. I would just buy these at retail and try and be happy with that. Otherwise, I think you're going to pay a lot of money. And these two, this and the Squad Leader, you know, the Grunt and the Squad Leader are both excellent releases. And if you wanted more than two, then buy two more or buy another one. You know, have someone custom paint one if you're that bothered. You know, it will be cheaper than probably going and buying the Rogue One release. But yeah, for me, extremely happy with this. Love the detailing. Great figure. Will go really well with my Mandalorian. Okay, it's time to zoom in and have a look at the details. Okay, let's have a closer look at the details. And we'll start with the helmet. Well, as you can see, it's a really unusual design of Shoretrooper. Lovely sculpting by Hot Toys, some lovely weathering. Love this little red tag mark at the top of the visor. You know, the visor's got a real nice sheen to it. Got some lovely weathering details on the back of the helmet. Love this white stripe on this side of the armour, and then obviously this red bit of central armour on the arm. And got some really nice weathering on the chest plate. It's a really nice, like sandy yellow. You know, really is going to sit in the collection and will be noticeable instantly against like other Stormtroopers. Loving this bit of detail in the back here. You know, some good scuff marks around the armour. Really looks like he's battle hardened. You know, ammo belt. It's probably maybe a bit too clean in comparison to the rest of the armour, and probably so are the trousers. The trousers and the ammo belt are like almost new, and the rest of the armour is like quite battle damaged and scuffed and worn. You know, back of the hands. Love these little plates. Got some real nice detailing on that. You know, boots, as you can see. Yep, they definitely look like Chelsea boots. Loving the shin guards. Once again, some great weathering on them. Yeah, Hot Toys have really outdone themselves here. And it's different on either side. It's quite clean, that one, in comparison to this one. So there is some differences between the left and right sides of the armour. Let's have a look at some articulation. Obviously you get quite a bit because it's a Stormtrooper and because of the neck they use. Don't get so much. You get a bit of tilt, so you can look down, but you definitely get a fair bit to look up. And obviously your left and right isn't impaired at all because of how the helmet sits slightly above the shoulder. probably going to get a little bit of hindrance from this armour piece here, and obviously you don't want to be stretching this too much. That's probably about as far as you're going to get either side, but you know, you don't really want to go much further than that. But a bit of movement in the ab. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely quite a bit of movement in the ab. Yeah, and obviously at the knees. Yeah, double joint at the knee, which will be good for like kneeling down poses. I think that's maybe a double joint at the elbow there, or it might just be the armour stopping it to going all the way in. Yeah, definitely get quite high, and you know, definitely could hold his gun up this way. The articulation is very good, as I knew it would be because of the trousers, and you ain't going to get much restriction there. You're probably going to get a bit of restriction from the undersuit, and obviously the armour as it bunches up, and you kind of want to make sure the top shoulder plate is probably over the central part of the armour on the arm, just to stop it marking it. But yeah, really nice, really interesting looking release. Probably one of my most favourite Stormtroopers, to be honest. And that brings us to the final part of the video, which is the posing section. I like to do this just to give people an idea of how they can pose a figure if they ever do buy it or decide not to buy it. I hope this video has really helped them. But yeah, we'll start off with a nice museum pose, kind of for your cabinet, no stress on the joints. You know, some collectors are like that, some collectors like to stretch it a little bit, you know, and get some real nice action poses and leave them in that for a long time. But a lot of collectors put them in museum poses because they don't want to damage the figure. So we'll start off with this one first.